Earth, Wind and Fire. Woohoo! That's a very old musical experience that I enjoyed as a teenager, and I still enjoy now, but I'm an old lady. I'm asking the question on a very personal basis though. When was the last time you experienced earth, wind, fire, sun, singing in the rain, jumping in the puddles, climbing mountains, connecting with the earth, connecting with Mother Nature? Now, I'm not being weird, and this is not a spiritual thing. It's what do we need as humans to make us feel good? One of the things that I've noticed, and this is just a really personal thing, I now live in rural New Zealand, South Island of New Zealand, in the middle of nowhere. And every day I experience extreme weather, whether it's boiling hot, freezing cold, snow on the ground, frost on the ground, really windy. I love it. And I'm sharing that with you because I just thought it was making me feel good, physically feel good. But physically, emotionally, mentally, is it important to get those things in our life? And again, because I've felt so good, I start studying what happens when you get sunlight or you don't. What happens when you put your hands in the soil or your feet in the soil or you don't. I'll rephrase. What happens if you spend your whole life living in air-conditioned air with unnatural light, so either fluorescent light or just light globes, that you live in a city where you're either shaded all the time, and here's a big one, there's a lot of people now who are really scared of the sun, so they don't go in the sun, and when they do, they put a hat on and they put clothes on and they put sunscreen on because they're really scared of getting sun. Well, the really important thing obviously about the sun is all energy comes from the sun, and our body manufactures all by itself the best form of vitamin D when we get sunshine. But is it possible that if you really want to feel good, and I'll ask the question if you can remember this if you haven't done it for a long time, a day where you went to the beach or you went to the mountains or you spent the day in a park and you took your shoes off and you walked around in the grass or on the sand or in the dirt, you got muddy feet if it was raining, you got some beautiful sunshine, you got lots of fresh air, how did you feel? And I ask the question because every day people share with me that they are depressed, that they're angry, they're anxious, they're unhealthy, they're overweight, their immune system's busted and broken. Just as an interesting thing, your vitamin D has a major effect on your immune system, of course, and a lot of people take supplementation for vitamins, minerals, phytochemicals, but obviously if we get them from our food, is it more likely that they'll be effective? Now there's some argument about that, and we can argue, and there'll be people who tell you that there's no vitamins and minerals in food, and we can argue about that for a very long time. What I do know is that thing up there, that's real. That's not synthesized. It doesn't come in pill form. The sun is this amazing thing where all energy comes from. And I want to get my stuff from real. I want to drink real water. I want to get real sunshine. I want to get real dirty hands. I want to stand in the wind, stand in the rain. It doesn't rain here very often at the moment. We're going through a drought, and every single drop of rain that comes out of the sky, I race outside, and at the moment we get 2 or 3 drops and then it stops. But I just want to get that fresh rainwater, free water out of the sky on my skin. I want the wind on my skin. I want the sun on my skin. I'm sharing that with you because I feel fantastic all the time. And people accuse me regularly of being unrealistically happy, ridiculously happy. Rowie, you can't be that happy. But I always ask the reverse question, what if you could? What if every single day you got fresh air and sunshine, you breathe fresh air? You literally breathe it in deeply and hold it in there and go, wow, this is fresh air. What if you eat real food that doesn't come in a can or a packet or a bag or a box? Just real food out of the ground, whether it's still running around or it grows in the ground. I don't care whether you're carnivore or vegan, vegetarian, but what about some real food that hasn't been screwed around with by humans? Getting puffed, lifting heavy, they're things that rural people do every day as a natural part of their life. If you live in the city, and I've lived in lots and lots of cities all over the world where people have to go to the gym because they don't do anything anymore. They don't lift up their own roller door. I've just got 2 new roller doors that aren't automatic because I want to be active. I want to get out of the car and lift the roller doors up. I don't want to be the person that sits on the couch and becomes a rotting couch potato. I want to be a healthy, fit, strong human being. And the beautiful thing is when you get fresh air, sunshine, exercise, proper exercise where you get puffed and you lift heavy in the phosphate system, the fight and flight system, you change the chemistry of your brain. I can't be unhappy. Isn't that awesome? I cannot be miserable because everything I do to my body changes my brain chemistry to happy chemistry. I'm always full of dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin. I've got 4 puppy dogs, so of course I've got a stack of oxytocin. And I exercise with them, so there's a double whammy. Brain-derived neurotropic factor is fertilizer for your brain, and that comes from getting outside, being with people that you love, laughing a lot, and of course from intense activity, from exercising really hard, getting puffed and lifting heavy. So if you want to be healthy, fit and strong, you can be, but can you be happy? And of course the answer is yes, but happiness doesn't fall out of the sky in a pretty pink box. I know I say that all the time. I'm not happy because I decide to be. I'm happy because I get fresh air and sunshine every day. I get puffed every day. I eat healthy food every day. I invest time with the people I love every day. I laugh every day. My mantra is learn, laugh, huff, puff, lift. If you do that every day, you cannot be unhappy. So this is my begging position, because you can do whatever you bloody well want, of course. But if you have children in your life, or you have athletes, or you have team players, or you have people relying on you to be a happy, healthy, fit, strong human being who's optimistic, a solution finder, you can solve challenges, is it possible that you have to be the healthiest and fittest and strongest and happiest you can possibly be? And let's just say the word's not happy, because some people say, oh, you can't be happy all the time. Could you be satisfied with your life? Could you enjoy every day? Enjoy every day that has a hassle, that has a challenge, where you overcome problems. Is it possible that you don't get a tougher, stronger brain if you don't have to overcome a challenge? So rather than whinge, moan and complain about it's tough, it's cold, I'm miserable, I'm stressed, how about I love that it's cold, I love that it's hot, I love that it's windy. Earth, wind and fire, sunshine, fresh air, get puff, lift heavy, so you can live your life to the max for the people in your life. If there's people relying on you, do you have an option to be weak and frail and unfit and depressed? And I hope the answer's no. Please live your life to the max so the people relying on you know that they can too. Super duper doo. Woo-hoo-hoo.